Hey everybody, it's time to swing with Still Swinging, and I'm your host, Thomas. And today we talking about the fall of Lil Durk family. Yeah, the fall of Lil Durk. Lil Durk problems really begin when he adopted two brothers straight out of prison who was never his brothers. Okay, King Vaughn and OTF Jam. All right. By all accounts, both of these guys were serious problems in the street. Okay. By all accounts and everything I know, Lil Durk was not. He was not a serious problem in the streets. Okay. But he wanted to live in the streets. All right. So that's how we get to this point. Lil Durk decided he needed to live up to his image. He needed to be real. He couldn't be like Chief Keef, remember? So since he decided he needed to rep the trenches to the fullest, he was going to need some serious goons. He realized running through the rack, dissing dead ops, he was going to need the kind of goons with heavy names that rung all through the trenches in the rack. The kind of dudes who could absolutely back the ghetto up off of him. What Lil Durk didn't realize until it was way too late. Those kind of guys are way tougher than he is. Introducing King Vaughn and OTF Jam. Now, first up, family, we got OTF Jam. Okay, OTF Jam didn't really know Lil Durk like that. Okay, OTF Jam and Lil Durk was in the streets in two whole different spectrums. Okay, listen, I got some really good dudes that I know in Chicago that I spoke to, and they told me some stuff about OTF Jam. And through my research and what I done, I found out that OTF Jam is a straight up problem. Okay, OTF Jam is a straight up goon. All right, Durk was on a porch. Okay, OTF Jam was on the loose. Okay, they added this OTF to his name. Okay, recently, from what everybody tell me. All right, he was never OTF Jam, but BD, GD, Vice Lord alike, all ghetto to ghetto, they knew don't play with Jam. All right, now here goes trenches on Here go trenches on what he know about Jam and Lord Durk relationship.
Lil Durk didn't even know Jam. Lil Durk opened Jam open arms because around Chicago through the BD neighborhood, Jam is a killer. Jam had been to the joint, and actually Jam whooped a person who was disrespecting Newski. He had overbeat him with a weight on the yard in Centralia. And that's how Lil Durk, they got back to Lil Durk that Jam did this shit for his cousin. And when he got home, Lil Durk, opened them with arms. But any real members know that Lil Durk don't know him. He ain't no childhood friend of Lil Durk. He's from over east, man. He's from over east. He's from 79th and Vernon. Jam was in that jam, and he called Lil Durk about a lawyer. His girl called Lil Durk about a lawyer, and Lil Durk stopped answering for him, man. And he went full-fledged with it to telling them about the Quando Rondo. And to cash killers, man, you on borrowed time, man. You better run, man. I'm telling y'all. This is just an indictment. The Rico coming, though. The Rico coming.
The food that I'm serving, good on the...
Yeah, that's OTF Jam. All right? OTF Jam is not a rapper. Okay? From everything I hear, OTF Jam is not a rapper. Okay, OTF Jam was out here jamming. Okay, OTF Jam was a problem. All right, listen, the kind of things that this brother right here is known for, as you can see, this OTF Jam. OTF Jam ain't no rapper. He the only one up there that look out of place. Okay, listen, Durk don't call no shots to a guy like this. All right, listen, the minute he see Durk, he see food, bro. All right, look, let me show you what you don't do when you got a guy like Jam around. Okay, what you don't ever do with a guy like Jam is this.
OTF Jam, the guy that snitched on Lil Durk, talks about how Durk held him down his whole 12-year sentence and gave him $50,000, a house, and a car when he got out.
I'm saying my whole time in jail, that stayed, bro. Like, I remember when the money wasn't there. First, I'm gonna say you 50. I got you and I still do gave my lawyer money and everything when I'm fighting my case. I ain't gonna lie, Durk come through all that. Like, my whole time in jail, I was straight, bro. Like, played this part for sure. Like, overplayed it. I love bro for that.
He said, Jam get out that jam and give him 50, he ain't gotta ask again, bro. He said he gave you 50, bro. You know what I'm saying? So can you tell us how much he gave you? Or?
Man, I ain't gotta give him all that, but bro made sure he made a way for me to be straight. Like, he saying he gotta ask again, you know? Like, crib, car, all that.
See, that's the kind of stuff that happen, right? When you just go give somebody a bunch of stuff that they ain't earned, okay? OTF Jam wasn't on nobody mic, okay? OTF Jam was in prison, all right? He was locked up. He did a favor for Durk. Durk should have blessed him and kept it moving, but he didn't. And you see, OTF Jam is an opportunist. He saw the opportunity. He knew what was at stake. Okay, look, Durk took care of him for the whole 12 years he was in there. Okay, but everybody who know Jam that I know told me everybody who know Jam ain't nobody friend. Okay, the dudes that hung around Jam was scared of Jam. All right, all of them, including Durk. Okay, so next up, all right, let's check out what else Jam talking about.
How did you even get linked in with just OTF period?
This ain't no people I met. Nah, I knew them, like I'm saying, this was before jail. I know Durk was rapping when he came out that loud on lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Like, before y'all never even heard of that. Like, this was shit in our parties, like personal shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's bro. I'm saying, my whole time in jail, that stayed, bro. Like, before the money, you know what I'm saying? That was bro. Like, I remember when the money wasn't there. First, I'm gonna say you 50. I got you and I still do gave my lawyer money and everything when I'm fighting my case. I ain't gonna lie, Durk come through. All that, like, Durk come through. That's sure. I don't give no fuck. Nobody say, like, I know I'm the real witness. Like, a lot of niggas can't say he's saying that. Like, my whole time in jail, I was straight. That's what's up.
See, and let me tell you something about Durk. Okay, Durk wanted to run through the trenches in Chicago. All right, Durk. He wanted to be known and seen in a certain light. Okay, so for him to paint that picture, he had to show you that he be in the trenches, that he got real ties in the trenches, and that he come to the trenches whenever he want. See, he keeps something to prove. You keep something to prove when you know you ain't proved it already. When you know all this stuff you saying is a bunch of nonsense. What you're supposed to be, bro. It's supposed to just sound good. You ain't supposed to really be trying to do it. But let me get back to Jam. Okay? When you got a guy like Jam, right? Jam just did 12 years in prison. Okay? Jam ain't nobody, friend. All right? 12 years is a funny number. Okay? It's that number under 20, but over 10. You know what I'm saying? And Jam came home to a life like that after doing 12 years in prison. Listen, that 12 years in prison broke Jam. All right? Jam was miserable in there. And Jam ain't have another bed in him. All right? He just didn't have another one in him. That's how they got Jam to go through what he went through. Number one, Jam was never Lord Durk's friend. Okay, Durk was just an opportunity to him. Okay, because Durk was rich, filthy rich. Imagine coming out of jail, to this dude giving you all kinds of money. He gave you a house. He gave you a car. He gave you a chain. Okay? What Durk don't realize is this. These dudes don't have no skills. So after you take $1 million to the hood and give it to your homies and they split it up, after they spend this money up, where you think they coming back for some more money? Okay, jam. That's jam all day long. That's the kind of dude he is. All right, he a presser. And the minute he see he can press you, that's what he gonna do. He gonna press you. And trust me, he was pressing Durk. Durk couldn't tell Jam nothing. You think Durk could tell Jam anything? Listen, Durk was not a goon. Okay, Durk was not a serious hitter in the street. All right, Durk might have had a couple fights, but okay, from all accounts, don't nobody know no street business of Durk's. All right, so Durk got dudes around him who did have some street business. All right, let's check out J-Man.
Who exactly is OTF Jam, and what's his connection to Durk?
Oh, Jam from he's not from the blocks that Durk them from. He's from actually from like what we call the east side. He's from 79th and Vernon. And his connection to Durk is like slim to none. I don't even know why he was with Durk. He probably seen Durk out on the block with Reese and them or something like that and roll. What up? What up? Far as him just hanging with Durk, nah.
Think that Durk will cooperate?
Nah, I don't think Durk will cooperate. I hope he do. If you told somebody don't use your credit card and they did it anyway, oh man, I'm getting up there. Hey, look, I told you don't do it. You did it. Hey, you finna take this. He got a family, kids. Them the people who gonna judge you at the end of the night that I want to judge me. I don't care about everybody else.
Like 5 other people.
I don't even think Durk knew the other dudes. They just brought anybody just for Quando. Was he that worth that much to you to go out like this? Like, he went out sad, man. I pray for his kids, prayers for India, man, but Lil Durk went out sad, man.
I feel you, Trenches, but he ain't going, if he tell, he ain't going to tell because somebody used this credit card. He going to tell because he don't want to do life in prison. Okay, he got involved in this. All right, that's the bottom line. He got involved in this. They can prove he involved in this. That's good enough. All right, but anyway, like he was saying, that's the story I was getting. Okay, that those two guys didn't know each other. All right, he met Durk in prison. Durk got acquainted with him in prison. Okay, now they probably seen each other in passing and actually knew who each other was by face, but they wasn't actually acquainted. All right, Durk did that little, Jam did that little thing for Durk in the joint, and that's how him and Durk ended up being okay. You understand? But understand what happened. All right, when you start feeding the wolves, you can't stop. Okay, and then when Jam went back to jail again, and Lord Durk was embracing his religion, you know what I'm saying, and all of what was going on with him and only the family, you know what I'm saying. Look, Durk stopped answering the calls for Jam Girl. Okay, and they say Jam felt some kind of way about that. All right, listen, regardless, somebody like Jam, he ain't gonna remember all the stuff you did for him. He only gonna remember the time you told him no. All right, and you gotta remember all of this beating in Jam. And Jam that kind of dude who he don't think he should ever be playing second fiddle to somebody like Durk. All right, listen, I'm telling you, if you get in business with somebody like OTF Jam, you better expect that he gonna do some whole shit, because OTF Jam don't have no respect for Durk. Okay, Durk gonna feed him, and that's it. And Durk don't have a right to stop.
On for them grade, real niggas gonna feel it. It's different. Man, you feed a nigga for 12 years, he come home with a wire. A wire.
Yeah, absolutely. Because he don't have no loyalty to Durk. Who is Durk? In his mind, Durk is a chump. Okay? He shouldn't have to ask Durk for nothing. Durk should just be pulling it up, dropping it off. All right, because once you start taking care of him and giving him that kind of money, you know he don't have the skills to maintain that. So who you think gonna have to maintain it for him? Okay, Durk gonna have to maintain it for him. All right, listen, the brother ain't with getting a job. You know that ain't gonna happen. So either he gonna be out here smashing or somebody gonna take care of him. And Durk was taking care of him like a broad. You understand? And he ain't never had no respect for Durk. And listen, Durk got up close and personal with the kind of friends that money will buy you. Trust and believe me, family. Durk got up close and personal with the kinds of friends that money will buy you. All right, all the time. These the kinds of friends that money is gonna. For now.
Hey,
Count this much.
tell me what's going on, Jam.
Hey, you know what's so crazy though? Motherfucker be sitting up there doing all this, sneak this and internet games and all this. Up some money, do something. Like, we winning, bro. I can do it. Whatever it is I want to do, I can do it. Not what I want to do what I want. Y'all can't do that, bro. Goof
Bro got out what?
You know that we did.
How many you did all?
How many years I did it now?
Yeah, that's your last bit. 12?
12.
That boy popped out 12 years. Yeah. So much money. We really was just getting that in order to just figure out the lanes, man, boy.
Feel so good, man. 2 lawyers, man.
I can tell him about the building you got.
Everything.
Man, it's closed on the building, man. We ain't fucking around.
You know that we did it.
Durk thought he was buying his respect. Durk thought he was buying his loyalty. Okay, you just gave a man all of that for absolutely nothing. The kind of man who would have never gave you all of that for absolutely nothing. There's only one kind of man in his mind that would give somebody all of that who ain't never done nothing for him for real. A chump. A chump. And you know what he want from you. He needs your reputation. He needs your reputation because he around here running his mouth. He running his mouth and he need guys like you to back that mouth of his up. All right. So OTF Jam said, okay, I'll do it. All right. Because that's what he do anyway. He smash for a living. He get busy for a living. That's why he getting out of jail. He was in jail for getting busy. Okay? Yeah. OTF Jam was just getting out of jail for an attempt. You know what I'm saying? Look, Durk needed his reputation to move through the Chi the way he was moving through the Chi. Okay? But let me tell you what that what that money cost him. That money cost him what he going through. All right? Next up, we got your boy King Von. All right? King Von got out of jail, right? And we know King Von was a problem. Okay? He was not a problem solver. King Von was a problem causer. All right? He caused so many problems in Lil Durk life.
So when you first came home after doing all this time, what's the first thing you did?
I went on the block. Who came to give me eat all of them? I went around the block. And got some lunch on me. Especially before they go kill me.
So then I got
First thing I
to
did. And then I fuck. Only thing I got my pussy. My pussy was on my kids.
Yo, I said this shit for real. Everybody else, they gonna get some food, some pussy. You want to go get a gun.
I couldn't get caught like that.
Look at this idiot. Okay? His first day out of jail. Soon as he get out of jail, he don't want to see his mama. He don't want to eat a home-cooked meal. He don't want to see his woman. He want to get a hammer and go on the block. That's what he did. So you brought a guy like that along on a multi-million-dollar operation, a cold-blooded idiot. You know he a fool, an act a fool in a second, okay? And Durk was scared of him too. Okay, it was just that Durk thought the money could buy his respect and his loyalty. And a guy like King Von with a reputation like his that stretched ghetto to ghetto, Durk could move through the Chi the way he wanted with some serious distractions from any problems. All right, with some serious deterrence from any problems with OTF Jam and King Von. All right, look, they hit us, bro. They hit us. King Von ain't in the listening. He ain't about to listen to no Durk. All right, listen. When King Von came home from jail, Lord Durk welcomed him with open arms. You know what I'm saying? He put King Von on, but he couldn't tell King Von nothing. All right, he wasn't no boss, is what I'm saying.
How are you rich and you're robbing people? You robbing producers. You robbing rappers. You got money. Bro, they was doing all type of stuff while that man was rich. One of the dudes who it was like boyfriend. Somehow Von had a whole song about it.
You're talking about the song 3 a.m.
Yeah,
in the video.
She helped Von set dude up. And this was when Von was rich, right? Bro was still operating like a pure madman. If it's money, if it's ops, that dude go from loving and kind to, like you said, it's one of the worst people that you could ever be around. Cause it's a switch. It's a drug.
See what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Now, this is what I got to tell you, family. All right. Prior to King Von, Lord Durk wasn't robbing people. Okay. King Von was robbing people that was cool with Durk. Okay. Listen, which let me know that Durk couldn't tell Von nothing. You listen, you in the studio, you see a dude with some paper, you push up on him and rob him and end up in a bang out. And now you and him up on some serious charges that could have you facing a long time and put your career straight out of business over nothing. Because you don't need to be robbing nobody. And neither do he. He just stupid and you can't control your dog. Instead of sending him home, you were scared of him. You couldn't tell him nothing. So you had to back his play to hide the fact that you were scared of him. All right? And that's what it cost you. Okay? Life don't hold no rewards to a man who can't think. Life don't hold no rewards to a man who won't think. All right. You should have left them right where they was at. All right. They was a major problem for you, bro. Listen, they set all of this in motion. All right. In your life, because when you should have been a boss, you was busy trying to be a gangster. Something you wasn't, man. You was a rapper. All right. And you had made it. Instead of appreciating that, bro, you felt like you needed to go on the tab about what happened to this nut. You feel me? This nut here.
We got a special guest in the building. Lil Durk. And you brought your artist with you, Durk?
Yeah, for sure.
What's your artist name, bro?
King Von.
What's up, sir?
What's up with y'all?
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
What made you want to sign him?
Monster. You got a name, nigga.
Young Cow.
Young fresh it up. King Von.
King Bob.
Yeah.
King Bob.
King Von, V-O-N.
King Von, I'm sorry.
K-I-N-G.
What made you want to sign King Von?
Cause he got a whole story behind him. No.
You see what I'm saying? That's what he did for King Von. Look what King Von did for Durk. Okay? King Von laid the foundation for this mess. All right? Lord Durk wasn't smart enough to back out of it. and realize what was at stake and understand he ain't need to lose what he had at stake. But what he do? The ghetto was in his comments telling him he needed to slide for Vaughn. Then you got these goons around you telling you they'll take care of it. All you gotta do is pay them. You're so stupid. You hide the little rascals. What an idiot. Bro, I know you sitting back, kicking yourself in the butt and that little steel bump. When you was fresh out of your bed and your suite at the La Parca Meridia. Living a life that most men only gonna ever be able to dream of. You actually had it. Now you got the same life that all the losers got. All right? Because you need to fit in and you need to prove something that ain't nobody never gonna believe about you, bro. All right? That you a real gangster because you not one. You not one, bro. And that's what it cost you. That's what it cost you, bro. Was it worth it?
How are you rich and you're robbing people? You robbing producers. You robbing rappers. You got money. Bro, they was doing all type of stuff while that man was rich. One of the dudes who it was like boyfriend. Somehow Von had a whole song about it.
You're talking about the song 3 a.m.
Yeah,
in the video.
She helped Von set dude up. And this was when Von was rich, right? Bro was still operating like a pure madman. If it's money, if it's ops, that dude go from loving and kind to, like you said, it's one of the worst people that you could ever be around. Cause it's a switch. It's a drug.
You see what I'm saying? Bro, Durk wasn't involved in none of this foolishness until you add these idiots in his life. All right? Which let me know he wasn't making the decisions. He was following. He wasn't a boss, bro. He wasn't a boss. He was a boss of the rappers from everything I hear. But as far as the crew in the streets, he couldn't tell them nothing. All he could do was go in his pocket when he seen them. All right? Because those guys don't have respect for the weak. All right, and they looked at Durk as the weak. He just had the bag and he would spread it around. So it ain't nothing like free money. All right, you and Durk and Vaughn just happened to be good at rap. All right, and he happened to take off, but he was still a damn fool.
Well, police arrested Grammy Award-winning rapper Lil Durk in Florida on federal charges that he paid for the attempted 2022 revenge killing of another rapper at a Los Angeles gas station. Investigators are saying the shooting was aimed at Quando Rondo. Rondo's cousin was killed instead. Durk is charged with conspiracy to commit murder for hire. FBI records show that Durk and 5 members of his Chicago-based rap collective Only the Family, or OTF, have also been arrested. Durk, you might remember, won a Grammy this year for Best Melodic Rap Performance for his song All My Life.
Bro, you go from winning a Grammy to facing the rest of your life in a box, okay? The only way Durk getting out of there is if he gonna clear up some of them bodies around Chicago. Other than that, he gonna be rotting in there, all right? And for the rest of his life, all he gonna be thinking about is what it could have been, all right? Because he had it all, family, all right? The difference between Lil Durk and Chief Keef was the decisions that they made, all right? The ghetto showed both of them early that they wasn't gonna be able to be out here without having a bunch of problems, all right? They showed Chief Keef first. When Lil Durk, when Reese and King Von and them broke in his house and robbed him, and King Von said it was because He was supposed to bail somebody out of jail. Listen, anytime a man think robbing your house is the answer to anything, he got a problem. All right. And yeah, I read the comments. Listen, do you think Lil Reese about to say he did that? No, he ain't about to say he done nothing like that. But Reese is Chief Keef man. If you my man and you stood there while some dudes robbed my house, either you a hoe or you was in on it. Either way, I ain't messing with you no more. But I know he was in on it. All right, because you ain't about to stand there and let nobody rob your man house. All right, so that's what they was going through. All right, the ghetto showed them early that you need to get away from here. Okay, Chief Keef. They murked his brother. They murked his cousin. Chief Keef said, you know what, later for this. I don't got to deal with none of this. I'm Chief Keef. I might be from here, but I ain't about to be here. Chief Keef went and got with some good people. Some people who ain't on none of this stuff. Chief Keef went on the soar. He prospering. Look at him now. They called him a coward. They said he was scared. They told him he ran. Look at Durk. Durk, the ghetto showed Durk the same thing. They took his brother. They laid down his cousin. All right. They told Durk he needed to leave. What did Durk do? He needed to stick his chest out and show everybody he wasn't scared. He needed to employ the worst knuckleheads around to back him up. The foolish of the foolish. All right. Listen, the most foolish people you could get to put a multi-million-dollar business to ride it on some decisions that they gonna make. Okay, bro, did you lose your mind? These two fools who you should have left in the ghetto where they was to belong. Okay, King Von, what happened to King Von? King Von bought that on himself. Okay, listen, what Quando, Rondo, and Lil Tim did is the same thing you would have did that night. He ain't do nothing wrong. King Von bought what happened to him on himself trying to be tough. Okay, that's what happened. That's what happened. All right, family. All of this could have been avoided with better decisions. All right, the only difference between Lil Durk and Chief Keef was the decisions that they made. Okay, Chief Keef made great decisions. Lil Durk didn't. He made the worst decisions he could make. Involved himself with the worst people he could involve himself with, and this was his outcome. All right, Lil Durk could have done better. Still swinging out, family.